want to thank you all for coming out. I want to encourage you to laugh and enjoy yourselves. Don't be afraid to bust a gut with God. Huh? We're going to have a good time up in here tonight, you hear me?
You're listening to the Down the Road Show with JC and Casey.
Welcome in. You're watching the Down the Road radio program with JC.
And I'm Casey, and you're also listening to it.
Yeah, you're listening to it. You're seeing it. We are live. We have a special guest today. We have Mark Christopher Lawrence in the room with us today.
In the house.
Welcome to us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in.
For those of you who don't know, Mark is affectionately known as Big Mike on the show Chuck, which is on Monday nights at 8 p.m.
That's right.
On NBC. Yeah. So make sure you follow my Twitter and all the stuff I'm doing on Facebook, because we do a lot to, or I do a lot to help save the TV show Chuck, and there's all kinds of campaigns going on for that every year.
Right now.
Right now.
There's going on right now.
There's one going on right now.
Save Chuck.
I've been tweeting about it for all week, basically. So
I don't want to be homeless.
No. Well, he's got a very busy resume. We're going to go through and talk about some of those things, some of your past experiences and your work.
Right. And he's taking our resident vegan seat tonight. So Kyle is manning the camera for us. Hi, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
Thanks for doing that for
Kyle's
us.
doing the thing.
And of course, Mario is sitting in with us.
And just let
Yeah,
know you're here.
Well, and being in the vegan seat, I know what vegetables are.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Some of them
We know what they look like.
on TV.
I've
They're
seen
very
them.
colorful.
My dog eats most of them.
So, real quickly, how's everybody's week been?
Start off,
busy?
Mario.
Oh, doing great.
How was
man.
your St. Patty's Day? That was last week.
Yeah.
It was good. I got to drive around in a limo for about 10 hours, literally.
You got a limo job? When did you get that job?
No, a friend of mine calls me up and he goes, "You know what? We're going to an Irish party at an English bar." So
What?
I said, "Can't miss that."
Wow.
Did they miss the history books?
I know. That is so wrong. There's an
that's wrong on
entire
many
country.
levels.
There's an entire country rolling over in their kilts right now.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to recognize that here
Wow.
it's
I
not
think you hurt my
unlike in
pinky.
Ireland. Here it's all about the green, all about
Yeah.
literally about the money. So it's like, look, as long as we can get more people coming in, who cares?
Yeah, that's true. That's
We're
true.
friends.
Green
Well, and
food
in
coloring
Ireland
in
they
the beer
have
doesn't
Irish bars everywhere.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
don't have to go to an English
Gee,
bar.
thanks.
'Cause-
Thanks for the update. other than that, it was great on St. Patty's Day.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
It was ridiculous getting into some of those bars and pubs around.
Well, where'd
around town,
you
though.
go, JC?
I ended up going down to downtown Disney at the
Of
Grand
course.
Californian Hotel in their big, nice bar and drinking there. And we got a nice table, rolled in there. Like, by the time we were done, about 8 or 9 people showed up. And we didn't have to fight anybody. We even brought our own dye for our own green beers and green drinks.
Ah.
Yeah, we had to make sure it was right. Had to be real sneaky about that, though, because just one mistake on the pants, it would have been all over.
You wearing white?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The bottle of the food coloring, it's like you didn't want to be bumping into somebody the wrong way, but yeah, did it that way. So stayed away from the British pubs for sure, Irish pubs. We don't have very many out by where I'm at.
Almost every bartender I met on St. Patty's Day had green hands. So
No doubt.
yeah.
No doubt.
Mm.
No doubt. How was yours?
Well, let's ask Mark how his was.
How was yours, Mark?
It was great. I was working on Chuck.
See, there you go. That's a good St.
St.
Of
Patty's
course,
Day.
that night it was Chuck.
Oh,
That's right.
Hardy.
Well, yeah, actually, several of the cast members showed up in Chicago. I think a little hungover.
Well, we worked until the wee hours Friday,
He said we.
and then they jumped on the plane the next morning. It's like,
Right.
and then we had to work again Monday, so they flew back Sunday and were just beat Monday. But the show must go on.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
we love the fans. Want to make a great show for them.
I love Chuck fans too. They are awesome. That's what I did for St. Patty's Day. I went to Chicago for Chicago's Comic Con.
I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures.
Yeah, I had a great time. I was going out there to support Wes, who does all my artwork, and to promote this show and my music at the same time. So I was double fisting the business cards, just stopping people left and right. It was a good time. But the one thing I was extremely excited for was the actual Chuck panel there, because I know you guys haven't gone to one yet, but I've gone to the San Diego Comic Con the last 3 years, and I always go to the Chuck panel because it's hilarious. It's just You're not going to have any more fun than you're going to have at a Chuck panel.
Well, I have to ask. I mean, how good could the Chuck panel be without me in it?
That's
not very good.
Not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying.
Big Mike.
Big Mike is not just an actor; he is a professional comedian. That's one of the reasons I wanted to have him on the show because we're trying to get funny.
We're trying to get funny. He'll fit right into this craziness that we've got.
But
going for us.
I've seen his stand up and he's hilarious. I had a good time. In fact, I think he told my sister and myself to shut up several times from the stage. We were laughing so hard. So
did you really do that?
I don't know.
No, he did.
He
Actually,
yelled out that blindly, but we knew who he was talking to.
it wasn't just him. It was that fan and the other comedian that opened up the night. Every comedian that night was just like, you two need to shut up.
It's like, hey, you somewhere out there beyond the lights.
He must be that guy going, I know you!
Stop your craziness.
Dude, you're off!
We can't hear the guy on the stage.
That's me, all right.
Hey, baby, give me a kiss.
It's always that guy in the audience,
Well, talking about stand-up, you've opened up for like Jerry Seinfeld and
Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney
people like that.
Dangerfield, Paul Rodriguez.
That's respect right there.
What were some of your highlights? What are some of your favorite outings as doing stand-up? What are your
I like the little small rooms, where you can actually just kind of talk to people. It's like I host a room on the first Friday of every month in LA at Cafe Muse, and I like being there because I'm trying out new stuff in there, and even if there's just like 12 people, in the audience, it's just I'm just talking and being really relaxed and natural, and it's fun. But I clearly when you work the bigger rooms, it's that's fun too. But you're putting on a show then.
Right.
Whereas in a smaller room, you're really just having fun and seeing what works and what doesn't, and making sure you what you think is funny is still relevant.
Right.
I mean, you got a room with 12 people in it. If they don't laugh, nobody's gonna.
True.
Yeah, that's
Right.
That kind of
That's
feeds
true.
the rest of the room and
Right.
keeps it going like a wave.
I mean, because the thing is, it's like when you have a big crowd, if 3 people in the front start laughing, then it sort of ripples through the room.
That's right. Yeah.
And if you have a small crowd, it gives you an opportunity to really see if a joke works.
It'd be kind of odd when you hear that one clap in the middle of the whole room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when it's a big room.
the traditional 80s slow clap.
Right,
yeah.
Hopefully some more people start joining me.
right.
So maybe we'll keep that person for the next set. Maybe we won't.
Well, there used to be a club here in Orange County called the Laugh Stop years ago. That's where I loved to work. I thought that was the best place to work in America. And that's where I opened for Jerry Seinfeld was there. And, that place was really great. Opened for Yakov, and clearly that crowd was there to see Yakov and not me. So it was like, hurry up. We went to see Yakov.
Oh.
Hi.
You said your piece. It's like, move it along now.
He's not really funny.
Yeah.
He's going to show you some slides.
It's like a family vacation.
We are looking for Yakov, not you.
Yes, what is Yakov?
Look at Yakov.
And the vodka.
We heard they were sponsoring this gig. The freebies. Well.
Yeah, so that was one of my favorite places to work. And then Vegas, was always fun.
You make it to the Irvine Comedy Club?
I'm not calling them out or nothing, but I got an email from a comic friend of mine saying that she had talked to me about Irvine, and I had been there years ago when I was the Coors beer man, and so we went over there and did a show for Coors with a couple of other guys who were beer men, and we're trying to do this national tour for Coors, and so that's where we started, and I haven't been there since, and clearly I should be in there. So if you're listening, Irvine,
call up Mark and get him there. We'll pack the house. I guarantee it.
and I heard they're interested, so it's like
Anytime, I'm always paying attention to what comedians are coming through there.
I've
Because
called
it's the
them,
only
I've
place
sent them
around here to go see
emails.
some good
What
comedy.
else can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of it. And I live out by the Brea Improv.
Oh,
So
see,
it's like, come on. out
Stalking
that
is always
direction.
a good idea.
I tried
there
the
on the
stalking thing.
How do you think I got him here?
tried
That's why I said
the
stalking is always a
thing,
good
and,
idea.
I don't do it well. I don't hide in the bush too good. When you're a guy my size, it's kind of hard to find good places to hide when you're stalking.
Yeah, I can see where you might stick out a little.
Yeah. Mostly in the middle.
Well, speaking of Chuck being on the set with everybody else on there. It can be kind of outrageous and pretty fun and everything. So
Yeah,
what are your favorite?
Tell the
memories
Chuck
from
fans,
that?
man. Give them some dirt, some behind the scenes.
Yeah,
what's
give
the
some
best
behind the
practical?
scenes
I know you
things.
guys
Those
are
are the good
playing
things.
some practical jokes on each other.
You know,
because
it's not a whole lot of practical joking going on because we have such a rigorous schedule. I mean, it takes us. It used to be 8 days to shoot a show. Now it's 7 days to shoot a show, and so now it's like we all have a lot of fun. I mean, everybody is singing and cracking jokes, and there's not a whole lot of practical jokes. The only practical joke that happened to me, I think, was the second season. We were shooting an exterior of the Buy More, which used to be way out in the valley, and this morning, it was really hot. At like 9 o'clock in the morning, it was 103, and it was dry. My eyes were dry, and I was tired and dehydrated probably, and something got into my eye. And I was like, something's in my eye. So the makeup lady comes over and she's like trying to see what it is. And she lifts my eyelid and trying to find it. And I pull the bottom one down and she accidentally touched my eyeball and I blinked and my top eyelid rolled under. So it looked like my eye had popped out of my head. And everybody was all freaked out. So we go to emergency because the fireman on the set goes, well, you have to go to emergency. You know, we can't play around with eyes. And so
Your eye just popped out.
right, and everybody
Not sure if you're aware,
they
sir.
literally thought my eyeball had popped out. And so I get back, and the first guy I see is a crew guy, and he says, "Oh man, glad you're okay." He shakes my hand, and he leaves an eyeball in my hand.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I go into my dressing room, and I'm putting on my wardrobe, and inside my shoe there's an eyeball. Open a drawer to get a pen. There's eyeballs in there.
Nice.
So for the rest of the season, eyeballs were all over the place.
Oh, man.
my gosh,
Drinks.
that's
That's
hilarious. Oh, speaking of eyeballs, here, I found a few of these lying around the house. I brought you one of these. This is the famed pen with the eyeball stabbing incident from last summer
Oh,
Heard
at
about
San
that.
Diego Comic-Con. I handed out over 5,000 of these on the street.
so it was your
And it was one of
you
my
provided
promotional
the weapon
pens.
of choice.
Yes.
Yes.
So I want to make sure that for your
Pen just
train
like
ride
this,
home,
folks.
you were safe.
Nice.
So in case any
Nice.
crazy Chuck fans try to accost you on the train, you have
I got a weapon.
This
you got
has-
the weapon
this
of
has
preferred
experience behind
geeks.
And of course, that is just a replica. That's not the original.
It's not the original.
No.
Right. That one is probably in
it's in an evidence
It's
bag.
still in evidence.
This is
They
something
won't give it
in
to
the
me.
bag
I have
somewhere in
asked.
downtown
Nice.
downtown San Diego police station.
So okay,
Wow.
so as Big Mike,
hmm
tell me, I'm really curious because your character's changed probably more than I think any character in the show from first season, especially like in your attitude and everything.
Yeah. Well. I think what happened was first season. He was so gruff and so
Right.
hard nosed about his job that he ended up getting humbled when he lost his job.
Right.
So when he came back, he had a new attitude and a fresh lease on life,
And a new wife.
and a girlfriend,
Girlfriend, yeah,
Girlfriend.
not a
New
wife.
girlfriend doesn't hurt.
Not yet.
But you got a beautiful Colombian woman. Chances
Exactly.
are that'll make you happy.
There you go.
Of course.
That'll loosen you up. Some.
That don't suck.
And I think that's where he is now. He's in that space where he's getting good loving and nothing really bothers him.
Right.
You know.
Especially not calling Morgan son. I love the way he cringes every time you say it. It's so the character, the way it started and the way it is now. Which one's more fun to play?
I like it both ways. I think playing it more gruff. I mean, it's so far away from me as a person.
Mhm.
Because I'm usually really really nice until you hit the wrong button, and
We're gonna try and find that button on the show.
and
We got 2 hours.
so as an actor, I mean, you want to stretch as far as you can,
Mhm.
and but then playing it this way is good too because there's moments where he spikes.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, excellent. Well, we're gonna go to commercial break.
Here we are.
We're going to be back with more from Mark Christopher Lawrence, known as Big Mike on Chuck. We're going to hear more about his stand-up and his stand-up DVD that is out there available.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, stick around for the commercial because we're going to be playing you bits of his stand-up right here on Down the Road Show.
Yep.
Outstanding. Okay, you're listening to Down the Road Show with JC.
And I'm Casey.
We'll be back.
I grew up in the church. We had a pastor who was ex-Black Panther. He get you saved by any means necessary. Altar calls is a little different. He said, I said, will you come? I believe you will. Our pastor, he can find the devil in anything. I saw him preach a sermon on Speed Racer one time. Talking about the hidden meanings in it. He said, here we come, here he come. Here come Speed Racer. Huh? Speed Racer. Don't get caught up with the euphemisms implied. He's a drug dealer. See, he's racing around slanging speed. Follow me now. Says right here that he's a demon on wheels. They don't even try to hide it. He's a demon and he's gonna be a chasing after someone. Now who do you suppose that someone is? Huh? I think it's you. It's you. Oh, it sure you. I know it's you. He's gaining on you, so you better look alive. That's right. Look alive because he's coming up fast behind you. For some of you, he's even closer than that. He's sitting next to you. He's your partner. He's your dog. He's your ace boon coon. I know I lost some of you with ace boon coon. But you older cats sitting over there in the apple hat, you know ace boon coon doesn't stop. He's busy revving up the powerful Mach 5. You understand what I'm talking about? He's got a new drug coming. It's the powerful Mach 5. It's better than the old drug. It's the new shizzle. Manizzle. The new lie. But when the odds are against him, and there's dangerous work to do, you see, that's where they fool you. You understand? Come on now. See, the odds ain't never against him. See, he got soldiers out there on the street slanging and banging the powerful Mach 5. The odds are stacked against you. Huh? Amen, Wall. When the odds are against him and there's dangerous work to do, you bet your life, Speed Racer. It's gonna see it through. Go, Speed Racer. Go, Speed Racer. Go, Speed Racer, go.